Tell me that I can, I tell them why not. This is my calling, I'ma make it to the time. I said I'm more than a conqueror.
So yeah, as you can see, I hit my numbers. Just want to make a few more points about if it fits your macros. Well, the thing is, I don't really follow if it fits your macros. What I think that should be changed to, and it wouldn't be as catchy, is IIFYMMF. So at the moment it's IIFYM, but really it's if it fits your macros, micros, and fiber targets. If you can hit all of those goals, then you can pretty much, you can be robotic about the whole thing. All you need to do is hit numbers. Just focus on the numbers. Yeah, you've got a target. Once, you know, the reason I've got a coach is so that we can figure out my exact numbers. Once you hit that magic sweet spot, once you hit the, once you hit your numbers and they're right for your body, then you can put whatever foods you want to make up those numbers. The great thing about science is that it has actually made things a lot easier for us. It's made us realize that we were making things a lot more complicated with our 6 to 8 meals a day bullshit, with eat every 2 to 3 hours bullshit again. Don't get me wrong, if you choose to do that, that's fine. I get about 4 to 5 meals a day in. That's just because of my personal preference. I prefer I prefer that because it keeps me satiated. It fits with my lifestyle. But the great thing is, if there's a day where you can only eat 3 times, before we used to get obsessive about it and be like, oh god, we're gonna burn muscle, I'm gonna lose muscle. It's no biggie. You just eat more in the 3 meals to make up those numbers. It's a numbers game. So as long as you hit your fiber and as long as you hit your micronutrients, your vitamins and minerals, you'll be absolutely fine. And that's kind of what I was trying to prove today. It was probably a bad day for me to have you guys following my diet, because sure, 6 of the other days in the week I can't really eat like this because I've only got 175 grams of carbs to play with, which is half of what I had today. So that means I have to pick options that keep me satiated for longer. So I'll go for things like porridge oats, I'll go for things like sweet potatoes, I'll go for things that are just more bulky in portion with less carbs. So yeah, that's basically it. I'll still fit in my bad foods though. Bad foods. There's no such thing as a clean and a bad food. I'll still fit in my sugar-free jelly if I want to, and I do want to. It just makes things easier. It allows you to have a life while you're contest prepping. And if you think what I'm saying is bullshit, and believe me, I thought everyone was talking shit when they were talking about how they used to eat Pop-Tarts and whatever they wanted during contest prep or to get shredded. Just have a look at guys who follow this kind of lifestyle. Look at Matt Ogus, look at the guys who coach us. Look at Eric Helms, look at Alberto Nunez, look at Jeff Alberts. These are natural bodybuilding pros who get shredded to the bone, with no secret supplements, no nothing. They're natural guys, and they get absolutely diced. And it happens with a scientific approach to training, to eating, and just the dedication and hard work. For me, this has been the easiest way for me to stick to a diet as such. And I think if everybody got the hang of tracking everything that goes into their mouth, I think everyone else in the world would be able to get the results they want. I think most people don't ever get started. I'm talking about the average Joe here. I think most people don't get started because they think they have to give up everything. They think they have to give up all their foods. They think they just have to eat chicken and rice all day long, which is bullshit. In fact, eating chicken and rice all day long, even if you're adding broccoli to that, is going to be unhealthy in the long run, because you're not getting a broad spectrum of micronutrients. You're not getting a broad spectrum of different vitamins and minerals. So you know, I think the important take-home message here is, if you control everything that goes into your mouth, you'll control everything that happens to your body. And most people aren't willing to do that, and it's not that hard. Obviously, not everyone is in contest prep. The average Joe isn't interested in stepping on stage, but even still, if you can do this kind of lifestyle and track your macros for maybe 3 to 4 weeks on MyFitnessPal, you're going to start to understand what portion of what equals how many carbs. And it doesn't take that long. It takes about 5 minutes a day. It's taking me about 5 minutes out of this day to put everything in there. And I just think, I totally agree with what Matt Oger said. If everybody did this, 5 minutes a day is all it would take to get rid of obesity in the world, because you're not having to give up any of the foods that you love. You're not having to give up anything, if anything. Obviously the exercise motivation, that's another matter, you know, that's something that will need to be tackled by each individual. But as far as the nutrition stuff goes, you can all pretty much follow an, if it fits your macros, micros and fiber kind of diet, and I don't think anyone will really have a problem with it. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on it, and this is how I eat. Not on a daily basis. This was my refeed day, so the carbs are a lot higher. Keep my leptin high, and just to get some carbs back into the muscles. I'm gonna go back down to low carb tomorrow, but it's still not a hard diet for me because I'm still eating the foods that I like. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that. I had fun filming it, and drop me a comment below, let me know what other kind of videos you want me to film. It's been fun. Take it easy.